Hello and welcome to the pre-match hangout, Arsenal versus Besiktas. We got a huge Champions League qualifying tie today, Marin. Just going to start off with some lineup news. So, Szczesny in net, then Debuchy right back, center back partnership of Mertesacker-Koscielny, left back Monreal, the pivot of Flamini Wilshere, and then attacking three of Ozil, Cazorla, and the Ox. And then up top we got our main man, Alexis Sanchez. What are your thoughts on the lineup?
I think it's an encouraging lineup to see the Ox finally get his go-around at the beginning of a match. I'm excited for Sanchez up front again. He didn't have the best of games on the weekend against Everton. But, hey, a new day comes a new opportunity for Alexis Sanchez, so I'm excited for his opportunity. And then Jack Wilshere, I'm just hoping this is his breakout game.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Mesut Ozil in that 10 role instead of out wide. I'm assuming Cazorla is going to be playing on the wing and letting Ozil play in his natural center attacking mid position. And that's where we want to see him play. We want our best players playing in their best positions. And he's got Sanchez up top. He's got the Ox on one wing. He has lots of pace and uses through balls, use their movement to open some gaps in their defense.
Yeah, and especially now with the game at the Emirates, I think it's going to be really hard for Besiktas to really penetrate us, especially with Flamini instead of Arteta in the midfield. I think it's going to be even more difficult for the Besiktas midfielders to really go at us like they did last week. So I think this is encouraging signs based on what we've seen in the pre-game lineup.
Another encouraging sign is the renewed partnership of Mertesacker and Koscielny at center back. Obviously, their last game, we won the FA Cup final. How important is it that they're back together? And last season, they were just fantastic.
Yeah, I think we saw on Saturday against Everton that a Mertesacker-Chambers partnership just doesn't. Just with the Mertesacker's lack of pace and just how he wasn't match fit, and then Chambers' lack of experience. I think this is the perfect. Obviously, of course, we all know this is a perfect partnership. It's just good to see our two primary center backs, our two top center backs back at the helm, and I'm looking forward to them really, standing their ground and not letting anything get through.
We need a big match from our wing backs today. Debuchy and Monreal. We need to keep that clean sheet because if we let in a goal in, that means we need to score two due to the away goals rule, and it's vital that we keep that clean sheet. But what do you think of Aaron Ramsey obviously not in the squad due to his red card last week? Who are you looking towards to step up in his void?
Well, I think the obvious choice is Jack Wilshere. I think he's gonna take the role of the box-to-box midfielder, and really he's got to be the one that's always looking for space, always looking for an opportunity at goal. He's got to really have that. Obviously, he always has that attacking mind, but he's got to be more opportunistic today.
Totally agree. I think he needs to be more of a threat in the final third. And I just want everybody to up their game from the weekend against Everton. We need to get off to a way faster start. There's so much riding on this game because if we don't make the Champions League, our thoughts of signing a world-class player basically go down the tube.
Yeah, if we let's say I'm gonna make it easy for everyone. If we win the Champions League, if we make the Champions League, we're gonna be signing possibly world-class players. If we don't, we might be signing players like Zigic that have been rumored in the rumor mill. So it's a big deal of this match, and we can't slip up in any way or form.
Totally agree, and I just want to see an early goal. If we can get a goal in the first 20-25 minutes, really dictate the flow of the game, because the longer that the match goes on, that when we don't score, it just gives Besiktas more hope, and if they get one around, say, the 60th minute and we're down 1-0, then we're going to really scramble because we need those two goals, and anything can happen. There can be a mistake, unlucky bounce, so we just need to go out there early and get an early goal, in my opinion.
Of course, but the best thing that happened was just the way Arsenal were down early against Everton, looked like they're down and out, and just the resilience that the squad showed in the second half, and more specifically the final 10 minutes, just to find the heart and the desire to really get a result in the end. And we're going to need some of that to really get a result today. So it's going to be something that's going to, that could dictate the match, our resilience.
Lots of attacking options on the bench, in my opinion. We got Campbell, Sonogo, and Podolski if we ever need something going forward. However, interesting, I saw Ospino wasn't on the bench. You had Martinez as a backup goalie. Not a big deal, just I don't know what's going on with David Ospina, but who do you want to see in that second half being that impact sub?
I think the one player you didn't mention, I think it's going to be Thomas Rosicky. I think if
Yeah.
Jack Wilshere doesn't have a performance like if he plays plays down to the level we think, I think you got to bring Rosicky on early in the second half because he's really that spark plug that's going to go at the defenders and really he's going to put in a good shift. You never see Rosicky come on as a sub and not put in a great shift and a good work rate. So I think if things look to be a struggle for the squad, I think he would be the difference maker in the second half.
I'm looking towards a big game from Santi Cazorla on the left wing. He looked very good in his little cameo appearance he made against Everton on the weekend, setting up that goal for Aaron Ramsey. If we can have some of his trickery, his creativeness, and if he can be a facilitator to finishers like Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think that would be a huge plus today. If him and Ozil are both top of their game, I don't see why we don't come out with the 3 points.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the injury that's happened to Olivier Giroud. We probably recalled Podolski from one of his transfers that have been rumored, and he's probably going to be in the squad probably till January. So he's going to play a vital role potentially in this match. Maybe he'll come on because I'm just going to be honest, he's probably the most clinical finisher on the squad. I think if there's one person I want in the 18-yard box, it's probably Lucas Podolski, and he could really be we just give him an inch of space, and he will punish you for it.
Thing about Podolski, though, is sometimes once he gets into those positions, for sure, he's world-class clinical finisher, but he doesn't get in those positions very often. Some say he disappears on that left flank sometimes in games. He needs to get more involved. His movement needs to be better. But you know what? It's been a long break since the World Cup. He didn't feature much in that World Cup, and he'll be raring to go. We all see his posts on social media. He's one of those guys that just looks like he's loving life, and you know what? He could come on, bag us a few goals. That'd be great.
Yeah. So with pregame game almost coming on, it's gonna be an interesting affair. I don't know how Besiktas is gonna approach this match at the Emirates. Will they be looking for just a goal and trying to park the bus, which is probably the tactics they will go for. So I think based on the basically looking at the bench that we have only one defender in the bench. You can really tell Wenger wants to go all out attacking force in this match, and I love the mentality that he's going with.
I totally agree. Once again, I'll say it again. We need to get that early goal. We can't let Besiktas' hope grow throughout the match, and if it's 0-0 going in at halftime, they're going to have the upper hand because if they just get a lucky bounce, one mistake on our end on the back four, and we're out. And the financial implications of this game are absolutely huge.
Yeah, what are your predictions for the match, scoreline wise?
I'm gonna go 3-1. I think it'll be 2-0 at half, and then kind of just ride out the game from there.
Yeah, I'll just stick with a safe 2-0 scoreline.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Sanchez up front. I think this is a performance we need a performance from him. He's had a little, he's had struggles adapting to the Premier League lifestyle, and then just he's playing with the squad. So hopefully he's able to break out performance. Another man I'm looking forward to if he comes on is Joel Campbell. I've mentioned him every game. I'm waiting for him to really get an opportunity. He got 10 minutes last game, and really, just his presence, I think, sparked some belief into the squad. Just give him another, maybe 10 extra 20 more minutes, let's say, in the second half. He will be a threat for as long as he's on the pitch.
Well, that's a good prediction. I want to see more from Joel Campbell as well. We like to hear your opinions on the match going forward. Comment below what you want to see from the boys. Comment a score prediction, goal scorers as well. If you get it right, we'll definitely give you guys a shout out at the end of the game. We'll be here with a halftime and full-time hangout. We'll love if you guys could join us for that. And you know what? You can't underestimate the importance of this match. And I hope the players really go out, start very strong, give it to Besiktas right away, and create a lot of chances and get some goals.
Of course, I think Besiktas is looking forward to this match. They're actually going to be playing on a proper pitch for the first time of their season. So hopefully they're going to be looking forward to it as well. This is the pregame hangout. Let's hope that we get the Champions League wrapped up today and see you at halftime.
Up the Arsenal!